lunch and dinner cravings. They have everything from smoked turkey sandwiches to brisket burritos to burnt-in sandwiches and pulled pork. Try a dinner plate option of barbecue nachos, a half-smoked chicken, a full slab of ribs, and so much more. Don't forget their great sides like mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, barbecue beans, or red slaw. Mulberry Barbecue by Single Barrel, open Monday to Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at 11th and Cornhusker Highway.
Now that Halloween is over and you're gearing up for Christmas, it's time to head to Tailored Life in Bennett to get ready with local shopping. Make the short drive down Highway 2 for tons of items for your home for both indoors and outdoors. Check out their variety of Christmas trees in all different colors. Plus, many other fall and winter holiday items and landscape lighting to enhance the outside of your home. Don't forget their home goods for indoors, plus convenient drinks and snacks, most of which are produced locally. Visit Tailored Life today in Bennett and stay tuned to their Facebook page at Tailored Life 360 for food truck events coming up.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Hey guys, it's Nick. Join 93.7 The Ticket this Friday night from Concordia University as we bring you Class B playoff action. The 2-seed Seward Blue Jays host 10-seeded Gretna East. Gretna East went 6 hours from home last Friday and upset Gering 44-7, while the Blue Jays hosted Lincoln Pius X and staved off an early exit with a 21-20 victory. Kickoff is slated for 7 p.m. with pregame coverage starting at 6:50. Join us this Friday for high school playoff action between number 2 Seward and number 10 Gretna East, right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? That feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket studios on O Street. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Kawasaki dealership. Score big on Kawasaki's all-new Ridge lineup. The Ridge XR, the Ridge HVAC, and the Ridge Limited, all built to take on your day with a full factory cab, including heat and AC. Stop by Indian Motorcycle of Lincoln today and rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of November. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln at 27th and I-80.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, wanting to thank you all again for your continued service. November is off and running. Check this out. Get up to $12,000 off or 0% financing on select new vehicles. We have great lease specials with new Trax and Trailblazers starting at $299 per month and new Blazer EVs leasing for $399. Great payments, discounts, and of course, 0% financing. So make that short drive down 144th Street or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All finance with approved credit, leases with $2,500 down.
Coming at you live from the 93.7 The Ticket studio, from the heart of Lincoln, America. Expanding awareness about the TeamMates program and the ever-growing need for mentors. This is TeamMates Timeout with TeamMates CEO Des Moines Adams and Marketing and Communications Manager Ashton Honor.
Hello, America. You are tuned in to TeamMates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket. My name is Des Moines Adams. We got Ashton Honor in the house. You know, I am very excited to share with everyone that it is official. Like Drake says, we started from the bottom. Now we're here. So if you can see me on camera, it has been 1 month of TeamMates Timeout, being a part of the 93.7 The Ticket family. Ash, how does that make you feel?
I think that's awesome. It truly is the epitome of a family here. Like, we had AD on last week, Aaron Davis, and he's had us on his show before. I know you were on Adam Carricker's show, and I feel like here, like, when Jay Foreman also talked about this, and AD both said to you as former teammates, anytime a former teammate calls, like, I'm there. And actually, I kind of brought that up to Coach in the office the other day because I'm like, Coach, I saw you were at the ticket the other day on Steve Taylor's show. And he's like, yep. He's like, anytime a former player calls me or asks me to do something, he's like, I'm there. So I just think that speaks volumes, especially, I mean, you all played for him. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he instilled those values in you guys too. But yes, the epitome of a family here.
And there is a buildup. We will have co-founder Tom
Yes.
Osborne on the show at some point, but just recapping. We talked about servant leadership last week with
Yep.
former Husker AD. We've talked about hope. We talked about strengths. We talked about our mission. And today I'm excited to flex a little bit.
So excited. So we've told our listeners before, DeMo and I always plan out our shows and our themes and our topics. And November and December, I think, are gonna be my favorite months because I felt like we spent October just kind of like get to know us, get to know the teammates team. And now I feel like we can really dive into the good stuff.
Exactly. And as we always say, join the team, be a mentor, head over to teammates.org to learn more information about how you can give the gift of time or give a gift because we are always in need of more mentors. But most importantly, we're always in need of donations so that we can continue to serve more students by covering those background checks.
Yes.
And so that we can continue sustained success.
Okay, let's talk about that. So, obviously, last week we talked servant leadership with AD. And speaking of leadership, our organization, Teammates Mentoring Program, has been around since 1991, founded by co founders Nancy and Tom Osborne. And as we've mentioned before, Nancy was actually this teammates model vision was Nancy's brainchild. And she pretty much told Coach, this is what we're going to do, as we learned from Suzanne, their daughter, on our very first show talking about mission. So Teammates has been around for 33 years, and it is the largest school-based mentoring program in the nation, the largest. And then we are the second largest mentoring program in the country behind Big Brothers and Big Sisters, but we're on their tail.
Yes. And, for the most part, we've always put quality over quantity. But as we talk about success, we've grown from 22 students. We're now serving 9,600 students. We've served almost 50,000 students. I hate to keep bringing up his name, but anytime I say we're coming, I think of Deion Sanders. And
no.
And I know I shouldn't bring him up, Husker fans, but, we are coming. And it's not that we're chasing the numbers, but quality over quantity. When you take care of the quality, when we take care of our students, our mentors, all of our constituents, that has created sustained success. And so for us to be the largest school-based organization, mentoring organization in the nation, and second mentoring organization, largest behind Big Brothers, Big Sisters, as we continue to grow, I cannot wait to say with pride that we are the biggest mentoring organization in the nation.
And I'm excited. Several of us on staff have the opportunity to go to the National Mentoring Conference in DC coming up in January. So what I'm looking forward to the most, I think, is meeting those stakeholders in those other organizations to like pick their brains. Like, what are you doing that, that maybe we're not doing? But again, we're the largest school-based mentoring program in the nation. So again, going back to that flex, we're the big dogs on the stage.
We are, but this success didn't happen overnight.
Right.
And so going back to what you just mentioned, it started with an ideal. That ideal was pitched to Lincoln Public Schools, 22 students, 22 mentors, and that ideal crystallized into something that is now here to stay, because not all ideals sustain.
Right. And as eventually sustainability leads to growth, but in order to get to growth, we have to have success. So I want to tell you, I recently watched a video docuseries from Duke head women's basketball coach Kara Lawson.
Ooh.
And so for those of you may have heard of her, the ESPN, she played at Tennessee in college for Coach Pat Summitt. So by far one of the greatest coaches across men's and women's sports. So learning from Pat Summitt, I mean, Kara's got a lot of knowledge to drop. And So now she's the head women's basketball coach at Duke University. It was roughly in 2022. She had this speech called "Handle Hard Better."
Ooh, handle hard better.
Highly recommend go YouTube it right now. But one of the things that she talks about in essentially that speech is the formula for success. And that formula is standards plus discipline plus accountability equates to success.
Hmm.
So, Demo, how do we at Teammates sustain our success?
Standards plus discipline plus accountability equals success.
Yes.
Oh, that's easy. So, what we're getting ready to do here in January by going to the National Mentor Summit so that we can continue to follow the model that they have provided for mentoring organizations to be successful. So, by us following the national elements of effective practice,
Mhm.
that gives us a standard, as a standard for success. The discipline is uh, doing the little things again and again and again and again.
Mhm.
And so for us to have a playbook, which we call our policies,
Right.
we don't just send out anyone to work with our students. We have procedures and those elements of effective practice, and those best practices are now policies. And for us to do what we say we're going to do, which is to be school based, we know who we are and we know who we are not. And so I think that also leads to the third piece of success is the accountability.
Mhm.
We not only train our mentors, but we provide ongoing match support. Every 3 years, we require another background check. We provide annual refresher trainings because just like our phones, they need updates. And
Right.
so we continue to do that with mentors, reminding them that we're school based. All communication happens through the school. All meetings are at the school. And I would say that has led to our sustained success. And so I love that formula because I feel like we follow it to the T.
Absolutely. What does success look like for those mentors? Because then mentors are tasked with creating that success for the mentees. And then again, it's going to cause this ripple effect.
You know, I can't help but to think about our mission. We are asking mentors to inspire students to reach their full potential through mentoring. That full potential can be helping a student graduate from high school.
Mhm.
It could be helping them to discover their unique gifts and talents. It could help them simply to have access to resources such as scholarships or career readiness, confidence, being able to open up to an additional caring adult. Success looks so many. There's so many ways of defining success when I think of full potential. Um, just because a student doesn't go to college doesn't mean that they're not successful.
Correct.
If they graduate from high school and they know how to manage their time, manage their emotions, they know how to be a critical thinker, be a problem solver, they know how to have a face-to-face conversation. Why? Because teammates is face-to-face. We are not on Facebook,
No.
and that is another policy that we stick by and we stand up for. Um, Success is really helping students score their touchdown.
Mhm.
And their touchdown for success could be the little wins, making progress. You get a 13 on the ACT, that mentor says, hey, don't give up. And they get a 14. To me, that's success.
Yes.
Like just the little wins. I know probably didn't answer your question, but
No, it did. And it kind of leads me into I did recently watch another podcast with I'm currently, as much as my dad who's listening to this right now is not going to like what I have to say about this, but I'm currently a Tennessee baseball fan.
Yeah.
And their head coach right now is Tony Vitello. And the Tennessee volunteer baseball team won the 2024 College World Series.
That's right. And did they beat Florida?
They beat A&M.
They beat A&M.
A&M in game 3.
I'm pretty sure Husker fans are happy to see Trev Alvarez lose the game. Hate to say it.
Mic drop. And so in this podcast, Coach Vitello is with the Tennessee Chancellor, Dawn D. Plowman, and it's through her series called On Leadership, conversations with the chancellor.
Former Teammates Plus mentor, by the way.
Yes. How great.
Yes.
And in this podcast, to your point of the mentors creating essentially that long-term goal, like what's that long-term vision for that mentee? And then we're going to reverse and how are we going to help them get there? So that's one thing in that podcast when you said that, it brought it struck me because I'm like, I literally just heard Tony Vitello talking about that and how what he does with his baseball teams is he gives them essentially what that long-term vision is. And then how am I going to help those guys on a daily basis get to that ultimate goal? So when you brought that up, I'm like, we need to talk about that.
So with my number one strength being futuristic,
Yes.
I can't help but to think about a favorite quote of mine, which says, once you see where you're going, then everything you do must correspond
Right.
with where you're going. So when our mentors get their mentees opening up, helping them to get excited about the future, talking about the future, it's those steps. So if a student wants to make good grades, and then what are some of the things that they can do to correspond with that? Or if they want to go to college, or if they simply want to, make a team. Once you see where you're going, and everything you do must correspond with where you're going. So setting the goal, backtracking, here's how you get to that goal.
Right.
The match support that we provide our mentors, they are truly a part of a team. So when we say teammates, mentoring, it's the mentors that put the team in teammates.
Yes. They're kind of our foundation.
Yeah. And that is why we are successful, because when we set our mentors up for success, guess what they're going to do? They're going to go and brag about this incredible program. 89% of mentors report feeling more engaged when they go back to work and more happy when they go home.
And which then creates a more hopefulness for our mentees.
Exactly. And we all know we live in a time where not a lot of people have a lot of hope.
Not right now.
But we have hope, because 86% of our mentees report feeling more hopeful, and hope is the greatest indicator of success, not only academically, but also when it comes to life. We are all about hope. That's in our vision.
Right.
And so that is why I'm excited that we get to share the good news.
Yes.
We get to share ways that we're bringing people together. We're bringing communities together. We're bringing adults and young people. We are pretty much transforming communities. We're giving this sense of pride, purpose, and partnership. I mean, that to me is success. What we are doing across 200 communities, 5 states, that is success. One area of success, since we're talking about success, but what we're doing in communities, in partnership with school districts, in partnership with businesses and companies and adults from the age of 18, even to the age of 88, which is the age that Coach Osborne will be turning in February.
Yes.
It's the teamwork that makes the dream work, and we continue to make the dream work every single year.
Speaking of success, sustainability, and growth, this past weekend, we have what we called the Teammates Celebration, which ultimately it's helping us create that sustainability as an organization and carry on our mission statement. So why don't you tell the listeners, do a little recap of what we got to celebrate on Sunday?
On Sunday, we were able to bring together 1,400 guests to come celebrate this movement called Teammates Mentoring. It was incredible because, of course, this fundraiser is our biggest fundraiser of the year. It helps pay 1/4 of our annual budget.
Yep.
Which means that for those of you that are listening, we still got another, 2 to 3/3 to go to. So go to teammates.org. There's 2 buttons: become a mentor and donate, but also to celebrate the mentors that were there.
Yes.
When we asked if you were a mentor, please stand up and be recognized, there were hundreds of mentors.
It was more than half the room.
And then also that call to action on the spot, I guarantee from what I'm hearing, a lot of people signed up to be mentors that night. A lot of people signed up to donate that night. But the best way for us to create success is to celebrate it, is to show it, to talk about the impact. We had a special guest, Clint Black,
Mhm.
who did an incredible job.
He was hilarious, by the way. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, and I'm not a country person, but I did pull off a black cowboy
You
hat.
did. He did, folks. I can promise you he did.
But here's the significant thing that I learned. Every year when we have this event, of course, we receive sponsorships, but people aren't necessarily coming to our fundraisers to see the special guests.
Right.
They're coming because they believe in the success, in our impact, in our mission. And I think that's what makes Teammates special. That's what helps us to maintain that success. So as long as we continue to follow that formula, what you mentioned in terms of having high standards, being disciplined, and the accountability, that is how we get the job won.
One, not done.
We get the job won.
It's still a game. This is not a sprint. It's a marathon, as you always tell me.
Hey, as former athletes,
Yes.
you win or you lose. You go big or you go home.
Mhm.
And so far, I don't plan on going home, Ash.
No, we
I
got
mean-
a lot of work to do.
Yes, because we still have students that are on our waiting list, especially 3rd through 5th grade, that want a mentor. They don't need a mentor. They want a mentor, but we don't have enough volunteers that are stepping up to volunteer 30 to 45 minutes of their time. And so our call to action every time we have this Teammates Timeout is for you to take a step back and think how your gift of time can help a young person reach their full potential so they can be successful in this game called life.
And you mentioned students in grades 3 through 5 are in the most need of mentors. And why is that?
Because 3 years ago, this thing called COVID impacted this entire nation, but it also impacted reading literacy and reading proficiency levels in our students that are currently in the 3rd through 5th grade. And so right now they are somewhat behind, I would say, the level that people would say is successful. We're very fortunate that the state, they trust Teammates mentoring because of our successful reputation.
Right.
So to provide that additional caring adult, because our data shows that attendance, grades, and behavior are impacted because of that caring adult that shows up, but also hope, engagement, and well-being.
Right.
And so it's that hope that leads to the engagement, that leads to the well-being. And we all know that well-being is what leads to well-doing.
Mhm.
And so the more that we can do to help our students with a mentor, with a teammate, experience is the best teacher.
Right.
And when our mentors can share their experience, when they can listen, and they can help students believe in themselves, even just belief, because actions follow beliefs. So we believe that 3rd through 5th graders will get out of the hole, increase their levels of reading literacy, but we need more mentors.
We do.
And we need more people that are listening to get out of the hole. I'm not calling you out. I'm calling you up because the goal is for us to stay in the game, to keep succeeding. I like to say winning, but we win when we help our students to win. And the best way that we can do that is to provide them with more mentors. All right, Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you back here in 5.
Empower a child today with the TeamMates mentoring program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the TeamMates mentoring program today.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 12th is $2 off all crackers, $2 off on grind, $3 off on salami, and buy one, get one free on stew beef. Limit of 2. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
You're counting on your team to win. So why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, I'm State Senator Bo Ballard. I was born and raised right here in Lancaster County. I understand the value of hard work by being involved in our family business. I built my own company, creating jobs right here in our community. Nebraska families and business owners need lower taxes, more affordable health care, and a great education system. That is why I fought for the largest tax cut in Nebraska history, reduce the cost of healthcare, and help pass the biggest investment in our public schools. I'm Senator Bo Ballard, and I humbly ask for your vote on November 5th, paid for by Ballard for Nebraska.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
This is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. Public safety is important in our community. I have a proven record of protecting public safety. I have prosecuted perpetrators of domestic violence, advocated for the rights of child abuse victims, held sexual predators accountable, and fought to keep drug traffickers off our streets. This is Senator Carolyn Bozin, and I will continue to fight to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bozin on November 5th. Paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
The Link Grill Draft and Crafts is your spot in Southeast Lincoln for great food and drink. They're serving new menu items and a killer craft cocktail menu with your favorite draft beers. You'll love their pizza and new entree options. It's a great place to watch any live events, and they have music bingo every month. They have an aggressive loyalty program that rewards fans with 7% back on all purchases. Home of the Nebraska Power Hour every night from 8 to 9 p.m. Order online at the lnkgrill.com or stop in at 84th and Highway 2 today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of showers throughout the day with patchy fog possible. Otherwise, probably sunny and a high around 54. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a low around 36. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly cloudy skies and light winds with the high around 55. Meteorologist Kyle from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
Back to Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket. Okay, so before we went to break, we were talking about our theme tonight is success, but then I'm going to lead it into one more theme that we're going to talk about tonight, which is growth. But recap a little bit about that success. So Teammates has been around for 33 years, which is absolutely incredible. And we lead the nation in school-based mentoring programs. Like, we are number one. And then to follow that up, we are number two overall, the largest mentoring program in the country, right behind Big Brothers and Big Sisters. But as we know, we're going to be in February in the process of doing a new strategic plan.
Yes.
And so how are we going to catch up to Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Currently our three strategic initiatives, which I feel we delivered, is quality engagement, impact and brand awareness, and organizational sustainability.
hmm
These were the three initiatives that we set forth to do, and we saw, we came, and we conquered. And so I would say the next strategic plan is really going to be around growth and sustainability because our co-founders, Nancy and Tom Osborne, we are in a very great place to be able to still hear from them, to hear what they will like teammates mentoring to be in the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years.
Right.
We can be in Arizona or we can be in other school districts here in Nebraska. We're currently in over 200, but how many school districts are there total in Nebraska?
145. I'm doing the annual report right now. It's 142 or 145
But
chapters.
but total school districts in
Oh,
the
school
state,
districts in the state.
yes,
Oh, that I do not know.
probably close to 300, would you say?
At least I think of the amount of just the number of high schools the state of Nebraska has. It's at least 307.
We're currently in 15 school districts in Kansas. We're in 28 in Iowa. We're 4 in Wyoming. We're 7 in South Dakota.
Yep.
But there's still room to grow in the 5 states that we're in. And so I just appreciate how we have grown because it's been very organic.
hmm
We never jeopardize quantity over quality.
Right.
I'm sorry, quality over quantity. But this next strategic plan, I am very excited because all of our staff will be a part of. So there's 100% ownership and buy-in from our staff, our
Right.
managers, and all of our board members. We're talking a room of 150 people. I think we're going to order Chick-fil-A that day.
Oh, Charlie Cologne.
Yes.
If you're listening to this, we're coming for you.
Yes, yes. But I'm excited just to be a part of the growth because when I first started with teammates 13 years ago, we were serving maybe 7,000.
hmm
Before COVID impacted us, we were serving almost 11,000. I know Coach, he wants us to exceed 12,000. He wants us to grow across the nation.
hmm
So I know that's going to be a part of the conversation. And for those of you that are listening, if you are in one of the 5 states that we're serving in, we're coming. And we have the team. I feel like we have the model. We have the standards. We have the discipline. We
Okay.
have the accountability. So
Yes.
do you like how I memorized that?
I'm impressed because I literally dropped that knowledge on you. And also, shout out to our regional manager, Ashley Denton, because Ashley managers meet multiple times throughout the month. And she sent us, which we brought up in the first segment, Coach Kara Lawson, who's the Duke women's head basketball coach, her Handle Hard Better speech.
Mm-hmm.
And that formula that DeMo just dropped was Coach Lawson's formula for success. So again, that is standards plus discipline plus accountability equals success. I want to circle back with Coach Lawson just again, because that's going to help us talk more about this growth. And one, she correlated urgency with growth. And I recently watched that today as well, because I'm like, you need a sense of urgency to get to that growth. So one of the quotes in that podcast, the people that have endurance to their urgency, those are the ones that never stop growing.
Oh, I like that because it immediately makes me think about our attitude and sense of urgency. Teammates mentoring we never get tired of winning because we know there are still students that are waiting to be matched with a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
So we are constantly working hard as a nonprofit to find more mentors, but also to help people to believe and invest in the sustainability of our organization as a nonprofit so that we can continue to serve, continue to grow. And that's the ripple effect when it comes to our mentors and our donors and our overall stakeholders.
And in order to get those people to continue to buy into our mission and what we do, the words gratitude and celebration go together with that because in this month we're hitting that holiday season, and what's one of the biggest words that you hear in these next 2 months? Gratitude.
Mhm.
And so in order for us to continue that ripple effect, things that we do is we celebrate those mentors, those donors, and those stakeholders. And it's an organic growth. I want to talk about that a little bit, the organic growth, and how just a simple thank you to our mentors, like that gives them hope and purpose to
Yes.
what they're doing.
Because when we thank our mentors are our best recruiters.
Correct.
When we continue to thank our donors, that $500 gift may turn into a $1,500 gift. And they're going to tell other people when they think of year-end giving, you should consider Teammates mentoring.
Mm-hmm.
When we thank our superintendents and we share with them our annual report, which shares with them attendance, grades, behavior, all of the data that gets those school boards excited, they're going to brag about how Teammates mentoring is helping their students. And then they're going to let other school districts know. And for those that are currently not teaming up with Teammates, that's how we've grown because of our reputation. And so we are successful not just because this is a Coach Osborne program or because this is a Nebraska former football player program. Since we started with 22 football players, we are a Teammates mentoring program. Teammates.
And we are more than happy to come to your organization and give your 15 to 20 minute pitch of Teammates, who we are, what we do, and why we need you and your workers and your corporations all across the state of Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, South Dakota, and Wyoming to become mentors. So I know you and Tori Pedersen do some of those recruitment events. Do you want to highlight anything about those?
Absolutely. Just a week ago, I had the opportunity of speaking in front of a company of 100 people. Sometimes we provide lunch. Sometimes we provide nice popcorn bags that has that QR code that is hard to ignore. But we talk about the history, the story, and we talk about how to get started, the process. That takes about 15, 20 minutes. And when we have decision makers that say, yes, I will allow my employees to mentor, like Kevin Clark, CEO and president of Acres, across the entire state. Every Acres company can volunteer 30 to 45 minutes of their time to go mentor. And so shout out to the Kevin Clarks out there, to the other CEOs, David Graff, who also sits on our Teammates board. When decision makers say yes to allow their employees to give back, again, that increases engagement on their end, but also we're trying to help our home team win.
Right.
The home team, they're our students. And when they win, we all win.
Correct.
As a community, as a society, we are not just providing hope, but we are impacting the world, Ash.
The world.
One student at a time.
And again, school, if you're a school person and you're listening to this and your school doesn't have Teammates in your community, like we want to talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah. You can go to teammates.org. And as a matter of fact, I'm not one of those CEOs. And I'm looking at the camera. I'm not one of those CEOs that just sit behind my desk and tell everyone what to do. You can contact me directly or you can contact Ash. We have the formula down. We work hard. And going back to that quote that you mentioned, the endurance.
Yes.
That is how we continue to measure our success based on goals that we set, metrics. And at the end of the fiscal year, we smell the roses, but then it's back to work. Think about when the Huskers were good, when they won national championships. Or think about the Chicago Bulls, that era.
Yes.
Think about the Yankees.
Thank you.
When they were winning, World Series after World Series, there was this sense of urgency, right? Like they did not get tired of winning. And I would say that says a lot about our success, that urgency that you just mentioned. And I just love powerful, inspirational quotes because, for me, my role as a servant leader is to inspire our staff, to keep our staff hopeful, to remind them that we're in this not for me, we're in this for we. We always have this we over me attitude.
Right.
We're in this for the kids.
Right.
We're in it to win it.
Always. One of the other things that Coach Lawson said it was a quick segment, and all these you can find on YouTube. Just go follow Duke women's basketball. This one was titled Under Urgency and Growth. Growth is not linear. Like we got to ride the waves a little bit. So you're on that high, you're up, then you're going to come down, you're going to come back up, and then you're going to plateau. One of the interesting things that she said during that plateau period, you have to keep working. You have to keep working. One, don't be satisfied, because where are we going? We're only going up.
Yeah.
We're only going up. So not to be satisfied, and you have to keep working, because yes, that plateau is going to send you right back down, but then you're going to get that growth again. So it's kind of like a roller coaster. It's not linear. A lot of learning, success, failure. But again, that's how you learn and that's how you grow.
And another quote that comes to my mind: once you stop learning, you stop leading.
Right.
And I feel that is why we continue to be one of the leading mentoring organizations in the country, because we continue to learn. We continue to improve. We continue to also make changes along the way, because I feel that nothing changes if nothing changes.
Right.
And so for us as coaches, as leaders, every staff I consider a leader, because we all have to get up, show up, and use our role to be a role model. We are always learning to get better. We have a growth mindset, and that growth mindset always focuses on what happens next. Whereas that fixed mindset is stuck on what happened. So we are always hungry. Yes, we've served 49,000 students, but how can we serve 50,000 students? By call to action, join the team, be a mentor, head over to teammates.org to learn more information about how you can get involved by clicking that become a mentor button or donate, because it's the gratitude, it's the appreciation. So to all of the mentors that are listening, thank you for your gift of time. And remember, you are our best recruiters.
That went fast. This show's flying.
Hey.
We're not done yet, though.
Yes. We are still winning. And we still have one more segment. And so we don't want you to go anywhere, because our success and our growth has a lot to do with the standards, with the discipline, with the accountability. So I'm holding you accountable. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 5.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney, or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Before you start blowing and raking leaves this season, make sure you know where they go. Yard waste is not garbage, especially in Lincoln, where it's converted into earth fuel compost. All grass clippings and leaves must be separated from household trash from April 1st until November 30th each year. It's the law. Yard waste belongs in a paper lawn bag, or you may request a bin from your trash hauler who will pick it up for a small fee. Remember, no trash or branches are allowed in yard waste. Get the details at lincoln.ne.gov/recycle.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful, with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5400 5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
The Link Grill, Draft, and Crafts is your spot in Southeast Lincoln for great food and drink. They're serving new menu items and a killer craft cocktail menu with your favorite draft beers. You'll love their pizza and new entree options. It's a great place to watch any live events, and they have music bingo every month. They have an aggressive loyalty program that rewards fans with 7% back on all purchases. Home of the Nebraska Power Hour every night from 8 to 9 p.m. Order online at thelmkgrill.com or stop in at 84th and Highway 2 today.
Transform your view with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything while keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Hey everybody, this is Chris Beecham from Brand Lincoln Podcast and Perch Merch, your go-to in Lincoln for printing and promotional needs. Speaking of that, we are running a huge hoodie sale now through November 30th to save you big money on great brands. 20% off everything from Nike and Bella Canvas pullovers to Gildan and Port & Company sweatshirts and district fleeces. Get yours for your group or organization today by calling us at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
Raising little ones is a big job, and you do your best to give them a good start every day. That means making sure they're well cared for while you're apart. You work hard, but it's not always easy to make ends meet. There may be help. Find out if you qualify for Nebraska's Child Care Tax Credit for working parents. You could be eligible for a credit of up to $2,000 per child on your next tax return. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Back to Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket. Our theme today was success and growth. I'm going to kind of wrap up our last segment with how we started it. And that was the formula for success as determined by Duke head women's basketball coach Kara Lawson, which was standards, discipline, and accountability equate to that success. And in order to get to that success, you have to have that long-term vision and goal, and then you have to work your way back to figure out daily how are you going to get to that goal. So on our it was our second show, we had Coach Ron Brown on, and the theme that day was vision and hope.
Yes.
And one of the things that Coach Brown said that kind of stuck with us, we literally were just talking about this, was hunger. And the hunger is your passion. Okay. So in order to create that passion, you have to have that discipline and that regularity of routine. And with that routine and that discipline, what do you want? You want more. You want more because you're day by day, you're starting to see that success, which ultimately that means you're getting closer to that long-term goal.
Yes.
And so with that desire for more and more, that's that hunger, that passion. And so as the Teammates mentoring program, like our hunger and our passion is that commitment to students.
Yes. that feeds into one of our core values, which will be one of the focuses next week
Yes.
on 93.7 The Ticket, that commitment. Because we're hungry,
Mm-hmm.
because we have the passion, because every day we wake up with this sense of urgency of this call to action, more mentors, more gifts, so that we can serve more students. Because if we say we are committed to students, uh, we need to do what we say we're going to do. And what we're asking from those that are listening, if you are currently not a part of the team, we want you to go to teammates.org, learn more about the data, but also the stories. Let our stories turn those tears into cheers. You know, we have many videos. Follow us on Facebook, like us. But we are hungry because we are committed to students. And when you're committed to something with passion,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It fosters growth.
yes. And, you know, like the Huskers like to say, day by day, getting better and better. A team that can't be beat won't be beat. That's why we're winning, Nash. We're undefeated.
We are. No, let's talk about that one more time. Number one largest school-based mentoring program in the nation.
Number one.
Number one.
Yes. And I want the mentors, I want our donors, I want our stakeholders to be proud of that. You are a part of something special. And most people that are listening, if you're looking to get involved in something, most people want to be involved in something that is successful.
And what better way than to help kids?
Yes, that's it. And there's nothing controversial. There's
No.
nothing political. There's nothing that divides the hope that we're trying to bring to communities than to set up our next generation of leaders. And that's to provide positive role models to students.
For those kids.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Started 1991. And that was the hope of Nancy and Tom Osborne. And we're keeping that hope alive.
And that growth, looking back on those 33 years, like it's pretty incredible. Like I've talked about, I'm in the process of working on our annual report right now, which it's almost done. We're almost there. So for all of our mentors, businesses, donors, and stakeholders, your copy's about to hit you in the mail here in the next coming weeks. But I've had doing that annual report, it has afforded me the opportunity to kind of really get to know us as an organization and seeing that growth within the last 33 years. I mean, we've talked about it, how many chapters we have now. We're in 5 states. We have served over 49,000 students in those 33 years.
Yes.
And we're only getting better.
And we're just getting started.
We are getting started.
We're just getting started because, as you mentioned, that linear, the kind of up and down, the one thing that we've been able to do is be resilient, which is
Mhm.
going to be another topic here in the future. But one of the things that I just love about tonight's show is that we were able to talk about what creates success.
Mhm.
And I just want to remind everyone, we're not just a Nebraska mentoring program. We're not just a Tom Osborne mentoring program. We are Teammates mentoring. And Teammates mentoring with a mission that has become a movement that has grown across the state of Nebraska, but also in parts of South Dakota, Iowa, Kansas, and Wyoming. And who knows where we're going to be next.
How exciting is that to you?
All I can go back to is I never get tired of winning.
Mhm.
I go to bed thinking about teammates. I wake up. You get my emails.
I do.
Well, when you start working,
Yes.
you know, I'm sending emails at 4:35 a.m. because that's the hunger, that's the passion, that's the commitment. Even with our staff,
Mhm.
I always have to thank anyone that joins our team to work full time because it takes a lot of hard work,
It does.
teamwork, and heart work.
The nonprofit world is it's a different ballgame.
It is. And for us to have survived and sustained success
Mhm.
because of the standards, because of the discipline, because of the accountability, we follow the model of success. But we need more role models. And so, call to action. We're going to always call you up, ladies and gentlemen. Join the team, be a mentor, head over to teammates.org to get more information. there are 2 buttons right on the front page: become a mentor and donate. And I just cannot say enough. I want to thank the mentors. I want to thank our donors. I want to thank our stakeholders, our superintendents, because without you, there will be no team and teammates. We want to continue to celebrate our success. And that's what tonight was about, celebrating our success. We had an incredible event on Sunday.
We're riding that high the rest of these gratitude months.
It is. Ash, I'll let you close out.
All right, you know the drill. Head over to teammates.org for more information about how you can get involved. Join the team, be a mentor. You're listening to Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket. We'll see you next week.
Empower a child today with the TeamMates mentoring program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the TeamMates mentoring program today.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 12th is $2 off all crackers, $2 off on grind, $3 off on salami, and buy one, get one free on stew beef. Limit of 2. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.